Simpson Bowles, we thought we kind of found the magic sauce, which is you need more tax revenue, no question, but you should get it from tax reform, not from raising rates. You need to slow the growth of entitlement, Social Security, Medicare, but you should do it gradually in a way that protects the most vulnerable and even enhances benefits for some folks at the bottom. You need to cut defense spending, you need to cut non-defense spending, but at reasonable amounts. And then you need to find waste elsewhere in government. And we thought that was a pretty good formula, and we got Tom Coburn, who was the most conservative member in the Senate, and Dick Durbin, who was the #2 Democrat, to both sign on, and President Obama and Speaker Boehner to negotiate something that was similar in spirit and a lot of details to Simpson Bowles. We ended up only enacting basically one part of it, and at some point in the next few days, we're probably going to reverse that one part, which is we ended up enacting the defense and non-defense cuts, and then we ended up doubling down on them with the sequester, which is my fault because if the super committee had succeeded, we wouldn't have had the sequester. But it was a joke. It's not totally my fault. But this budget deal they're working on now not only reverses the sequester, it actually reverses half of the, what I would say, reasonable reductions in defense and non-defense that both parties had agreed to. So right now we're getting exactly the wrong kind of bipartisanship. Democrats get a huge non-defense increase, more than they asked for. Republicans get a huge defense increase, more than they asked for. They just got their huge tax cut. And sadly, we've let 8 years pass, and we're much further for the solution. So I no longer think the Simpson-Bowles formula will work, but I'm struggling to find a formula that will. I think we could try to do this piecewise, figure out how to fix Social Security, keep working at Medicare. We've had some success in getting costs under control, although this legislation gets rid of one of the measures meant to control costs, and recent legislation got rid of another. Ultimately, I think there's going to have to be a larger tax increase than one I might have preferred, and certainly larger than the one that we were talking about just a couple years ago with Bob Boehner. But I don't know how we get from here to there.